Hello mga kabayan and welcome back to another episode of Kabayan Corner. And our podcast really is to help aspiring OFWs to guide them sa paghahanap ng legit and safe jobs abroad. So ngayon, ang topic natin for today, kasi maraming nagtatanong kung paano nga ba malalaman ng mga aspiring OFWs kung legit ba o scams yung mga ino-offer sa kanila ng mga trabaho. Kaya yung topic natin for today, we'll be discussing mga illegal recruitment, yung mga investment scams and other schemes like that, no? Kaya very important yung topic na to. And ngayon, we are joined by Angelo, the business unit head of Work Abroad. So Angelo, welcome back. Salamat sa pagpapaunlak ulit dito sa episode 2 ng Kabayan Corner.
Thanks for having me again, Mark. Gaya nga ng sabi mo, marami nga nagtatanong how to identify ano yung mga scams, lalo na for employment opportunities abroad.
Yes.
And it's such a very important topic because again, as what you mentioned, Kabayan Corner is really here to help guide our aspiring OFWs.
So let's get right into the topic now. So recently, si DMW or the Department of Migrant Workers, they released an article discussing yung topic natin. So you might want to discuss more dun sa article na yun.
Okay, sige. Siguro simulan natin sa defining who DMW is. Kasi nga, nagpalit na sila ng pangalan. They used to be the Philippine Overseas Employment Agency or POEA. Now they're called the Department of Migrant Workers or DMW.
Yep.
And gaya nga ng sabi mo, very recently, I think it was mid-September, nag-release sila ng parang memorandum or paalala sa public regarding identifying sino ba itong mga online job scams. Kasi in our last episode, we talked about in a click of your fingertips,
Yes.
pwede ka na talagang mag-apply because of your accessibility to internet. Meron yung pros and cons. Yung pros nun, syempre, accessibility,
Mas
as
madali for
mentioned,
them.
mas madali. Correct. Yung cons nun is it's also becoming advanced for the scammers.
Ganun din sa kanila.
Ganun
Ganun
din
din
sila.
sa kanila.
So
Correct.
parang they're always a step ahead
Yes.
of the technology. So gaya nga ng guidelines na sinabi ni DMW on online job scams, let's be very careful, lalong-lalo na sa social media. Kasi dun talaga very rampant yung pagpo-post ng mga kung ano-ano. So, na-mention nila doon na pwedeng if the opportunity is too good to be true talaga. So for example, an opportunity going to Canada without going through an agency.
Yep.
So parang yung direct hiring, and alam naman natin wala nang direct hiring sa Philippines ngayon because it has been banned. So those things nandun siya sa guidelines o paalala na nilabas ni DMW. I think what we can do, let's just put the link so that our audience can read through the guideline because it's very comprehensive talaga and it helps you try to identify these different scams.
Ayun, so again, perfect segue kasi speaking of identifying yung mga scams na to, let's talk about kung paano ba natin may inform yung mga kababayan natin kung ano yung signs ng illegal recruiter.
Actually, illegal recruitment is a very serious problem. That's why at Work Abroad, when we talked about it last time, we're so focused on trust, safety for our aspiring OFWs.
Yes.
Marami naman tayong mga actions na ginawa. Referencing din again si Department of Migrant Workers Office, even if you go to the different agencies nga, pag nag-walk-in ka sa kanila, naka-display yan doon.
May mga posters.
Oo, may mga poster na nakalagay, paalala, sino ba ang isang illegal recruiter.
Correct.
Oo. So number one, siguro given na yon na yung parang naniningil talaga sila upfront ng money, tapos wala silang resibo na maibigay.
Oo.
So parang,
Clear red flag siya.
correct. Pangalawa doon is, yung mga urgent na sinasabi nila na makakaalis ka na agad without going through the
Oo.
process.
I think ang ginagawa nila dyan, they're preying on yung desperation ng people to get out, to have job immediately.
Parang in one of the recent conversations nga ng candidate before, I think this was late last year, sinabi din naman talaga niya na parang he receives a lot of parang offers abroad and he got very curious. And ni-share din niya dati na parang na-scam din naman siya a few years ago.
Oo.
So parang for him, it's very important to do your research, do your due diligence
Correct.
when it comes to these offers kasi it's too good to be true talaga. Oo. Yung pangatlo, pwede rin kasing pag halimbawa ni-require ka na agad ng medical exam. So parang sinasabi
agad-agad.
nila, mag-requirements ka na para makaalis ka na. So parang that alone, without signing any contract, is a red flag. as
Saka
well.
it takes time,
Correct.
Sa mga kababayan natin, it takes time for you to apply and go through the entire process.
Tama.
So kapag may mga urgency na medical ka na kaagad, red flag din yan.
Correct. Apart from that, meron din yung mga transactions na nangyayari sa public places.
Oo.
So may mga restaurants tayong paborito nilang
Correct.
venue for transactions yan. So when the transaction is happening kasi sa public places,
Outside of the office.
outside of the office. So I would recommend it's the flip side. If you want to make transactions with the agencies, make sure the transaction is happening in the office of the agencies.
Correct.
They're most of them in Metro Manila. So mas mainam na pumunta na lang tayo sa agency office kapag we're ready to sign a contract. Yan. Apart from that, meron din tayo mga naririnig na mga nagbabahay-bahay.
Grabe,
I'm not
no?
saying lahat, pero
Grabe,
madami
no?
din kasi most of them are in the provinces, mga nagbabahay-bahay
good
daw.
point.
And then when they have conversations with these people, yung mga nasabi natin kanina, parang yun eh. Parang urgent, kailangan mo nang magbayad, magpa-medical, parang they really condition your mind na ready ka nang umalis.
Correct.
Parang ganon. And then meron din tayong mga, pag nakita mo yung job advertisement na very vague, so
Yung
parang,
walang anything specific.
correct. So parang very vague siya, hindi clear ano ba talaga yung trabaho. Yun, red flag din yun. So, again, do your research. So, may binigay na offer sa'yo, itry mong i-search online if
Oo.
nag-exist ba yung opportunity
Always
na yun.
validate.
Correct. And na-mention ko din kanina yung direct employment, di ba? Kasi may ban naman talaga ng direct hiring dito sa Philippines. So, any overseas opportunity, you would have to go through a valid license, DMW licensed recruitment agency sa Pilipinas to process your application. Meron pa, ito very common. Nakikita ko talaga siya sa social media. Even if you look at the Facebook page of DMW for anti-illegal recruitment, ito yung mga tourist visa. Pinapalabas nila, I don't wanna name the companies, pero yung mga visa consultancy agencies kasi
Totoo.
that are offering tourist or school visa. Parang ganun. You have to understand ano yung covered ng visa mo.
Correct. May limitations kasi.
Correct,
For example,
correct.
if you're a tourist visa or a student visa, you can't work there.
Correct.
Diba?
Correct. So para siyang yung tourist visa or yung ano mo, visit visa, yun yung ginagamit mo para makapasok sa bansa. Pagdating doon, pinaghahanap ka ng trabaho, which is illegal. Tsaka another thing is kapag wala talagang kontrata. So kung halimbawa, itong tourist visa, sinabi nila, bibigyan ka namin ng tourist visa. So pagdating mo doon, mabibigyan ka namin ng trabaho. That's a red flag because you don't have a working contract. Meaning, you're not allowed to work in that country and that's illegal. And you are at risk of deportation.
Yep.
Marami tayong naririnig na talaga na nade-deport because of that.
Correct.
Alam natin yung term na TNT.
Yes.
So, huwag tayong mag-TNT sa ibang bansa. And lastly, I think ito, pwede mo din siyang isipin yung nagsasabing, nagtatrabaho ako sa ganitong agency.
Pero,
very common kasi, I think DMW also mentioned dun sa guideline nila, ang ginagawa daw ng iba, ginagamit yung logo, pangalan ng legitimate agency, tapos nakikipag-transact. If walang mapakitang valid ID, yung tao na yan, malamang hindi yan totoo.
So, yung very sketchy yung mga ganong klaseng
Correct.
activities ng mga illegal recruiters. So, pero at least, we've run through yung mga telltale signs ng how to spot an illegal recruiter. So, now, for our kababayans out there, we are going to now tackle yung other types of scams naman. So, first, employment scams, di ba? Ito yung mga suspicious na job offers. Actually, kagaya nga na nabanggit mo kanina, merong isang agency tayo na nag-reach out because nagagamit talaga yung pangalan nila. Tapos, I believe yung case na to, emails yung sinisend nila, di ba?
Correct. So, I remember parang years ago din, naglabas na din kasi si DMW ng guidelines. I think this was pre-pandemic. Pandemic happened, naging silent tong mga scams.
Kasi nagkaroon ng...
I mean, people are aware as well na wala talagang makakalabas muna ng bansa.
Kasi naka-lockdown.
But immediately after the lockdowns, lumabas ulit yung mga scams na to. So what we've seen really is, gaya ng nasabi ko kanina, kapag urgent yung position, ang nangyari kasi dun sa agency na yan is ginamit yung pangalan nila, so it would really look like legitimate.
Yep.
Even the license number na mentioned dun sa email, Pero ang
Pati
red
logo.
flag, correct, pati logo. The red flag, even the email nga eh. So, and scammers are really becoming creative right now. If you look at the domain of the email, di ba, at Yahoo at Gmail, parang ang ginamit nila is parang pangalan ng agency. Pero meron ka lang parang red flag doon na meron siyang dot.
May isang character or letter lang na different.
So we really have to be super careful. Tingnan niyo din kung saan nanggaling yung email. So going back to the content of the email, ang nakalagay doon, it's an urgent position. You are given a guaranteed contract,
Yes,
which is
ayun,
already a red
guarantee.
flag. Ang kailangan mo lang daw gawin, magbayad ka
for the training.
for the training, parang 1-2 weeks training, and after that, you're guaranteed, have a guaranteed contract, and then magpa-process ka na ng medical, and then you go to Canada.
Alam mo, sad to say, ang dami talaga na biktima.
Totoo.
Oo.
Totoo.
Tapos, syempre, pag nagreklamo, we course it through the right channels, pero very disheartening yung mga ganun.
Totoo. Totoo. And alam natin kasi, for Filipinos, Canada is a dream destination.
Correct.
In our topic last time, nakita natin na isa talaga siya sa mga countries na gustong puntahan.
As
ng
in,
mga
number one preferred siya.
Correct. So kaya, very enticing siya. So again, gaya ng sabi natin kanina, if it's too good to be true,
Most likely,
hindi totoo. Tama.
Scam yan.
Oo. So that's on the employment scam. I think the other thing that we need to talk about is yung mga investment scam din. It's a very special topic because if you think about OFWs, the sacrifices that they do leaving their families, earning a good income, tapos yung perang hard-earned, may invest lang nila to something na walang return.
Correct.
Nakakasad. Nakakasad talaga siya. So that's why also very important to think na kapag easy money, malamang hindi yan totoo.
Oo. Yeah.
So if you look at banks, for example, imagine the interest rates the banks can give. Sobrang baba. Because it's much more stable in a economic standpoint and in the performance standpoint of a bank. Pero kung titingnan mo tong mga easy money na to, biglang sasabihin sa'yo, invest ka ng 100,000, yung return mo, 20,000 every month.
Yep.
So imagine mo, parang isipin mo, saan ba nila kukunin yung interest para maibigay sa'yo yan? And kung dumami na yan, nagiging pyramiding.
Nagiging pyramid scheme. Another type of scam yan.
Correct. So ito yung, sa pyramiding naman, ito na may mga fake businesses. Na yung income or yung interest na maibibigay sa'yo, for example, is galing sa pagre-recruit ng iba.
Correct.
So parang if you imagine it, they recruit as many people as they can, hanggang sa naubos na yung marirecruit, wala na silang pondo. So yun. So kapag wala talagang product na ino-offer, malamang it's a scam.
Other scams, yung mga, since online,
Yes.
mga phishing scams. Kaya important na bago kayo mag-click anything, whether sa email ba yan, lalo sa mga social media, kasi ang dami nagko-comments na mga click this link, yung mga yung platforms na messaging platforms na yun yung link nila. Very red flag din yan.
Actually, ang napansin ko nga dito, so in a lot of the social media channels, may mga auto-comment eh. Tapos makikita mo, bakit grabe yung Tagalog? Sobrang
So,
hindi naman siya magaling, sobrang lalim ng Tagalog. So parang mapapaisip ka talaga, grabe, parang hindi tao yung gumawa. Parang AI generated, for example.
I think AI generated.
Tapos merong link. Click on this, click on that, earn 500, ganon. So, malamang pag ganon, no clear instructions, no clear information, malamang scam talaga yan. So, please avoid clicking any of these links. Gaya nga ng sabi natin, think before you click.
Oo. Talamak din yan, lalo sa social media. Kagaya na banggit natin, yung recently na release na article ni DMW about social media yan, no? And dito natin makikita na kung gaano ka-easy na mag-penetrate yung mga scammers sa online space natin.
Tama. Actually, isa sa mga social media scams kasi is yung parang very related to love scams. Yung parang kukuhain nila yung loob mo and then pag nakuha nila yung loob mo, manghihiram ng pera.
Grabing social engineering yung nangyayari dyan.
Actually. So para silang at may term silang ginagamit dito, yung related to pigs. Parang you fatten the pig and then you harvest. Parang gano'n. Kukuhaan mo na nila yung trust mo. Once nakuha na yung trust mo, manghiram ng pera. Binayaran ng konti, manghihiram ulit ng mas malaki and then biglang nawala. So I think for OFWs talaga, please protect the money because I understand it's hard-earned.
Yep.
We want easy money in terms of return. But let's just be very careful where to invest.
Correct.
Actually, yung isa gusto kong pag-usapan.
Sige, go ahead.
Isa pa dito is yung online shopping
Yeah.
scam.
May kugot ka dyan,
Oh. So, very recently kasi, I was also scammed via social media, one of the social media platforms. I was just browsing through and there is this item that I really, really like. Ako naman, I'm confident in myself na I know how to identify scams. But maybe in that situation, I was too happy, for instance. So, pwede rin kasi mangyari sa audience natin.
It plays
sa
on your emotions kasi.
Correct. So, parang nakita ko siya, I really like it. I look at the price. Hindi naman siya super cheap. Hindi rin siya super mahal. So, parang mid-range siya. So, sabi ko, it makes sense because it's pre-love. Tapos, ang ginawa ko, binayaran ko agad. So, parang in a few minutes, binayaran ko agad. And then, this scammer was very responsive. Like, nagre-reply siya. Lahat ng request ko, nagawa niya. So, parang iniisip ko tuloy, grabe. Grabe the effort of these scammers to produce videos. So, parang, it really looked legitimate to me.
Wait, so paano mo nalaman na scam pala siya?
So, ang parang the following day kasi, nagfa-follow up na ako na ship na ba yung item. Tapos biglang, nagpunta po ako pero sarado. I understand because it was a Sunday. So, alam mo yung timing? Saturday ako nagbayad, Sunday sabi niya sarado yung courier. Sabi ko, okay, sarado nga naman kasi Sunday. Then Monday, nag-follow up ako, wala nang reply. Tapos the night, wala na, block na ako.
Ayun na.
And then I asked actually a friend to inquire. Nag-reply naman. Very similar din. Very similar how they reply. And then, gaya ng sabing vulnerability, they use statements like, kami po, na-scam din po kami dati. So parang, I am on your shoes, I understand the situation. So parang, makukuha talaga nila yung feelings mo. Pero, sorry, ang haba na ng pinag-usapan.
Okay lang.
So pero,
kasi ano siya, very relatable yung topic. I'm sure hindi lang ikaw yung nakaranas ito. Marami sa ating mga kababayan. Kaya, we are discussing this, one, to inform, but really to protect yourself. Diba?
So para legitimate yung transaction, I would highly suggest make safe purchases. There are different platforms that you can actually use. We will not promote them, pero there are different legitimate platforms that you can use if you wanna buy something. Or punta ka na lang din sa store itself para sure tayo na legitimate yung transaction.
Okay, so Angelo, punta naman natin yung mga topics on how the aspiring OFWs can protect themselves.
Actually, there are a few things that we've talked about na din kanina. Ano yung mga tips, practical tips in identifying these scams. Let's just be very careful talaga and do our research. Specific to, for example, if may opportunity na in-offer sa atin. And I think we've talked about din kanina, sino yung mga, or ano yung mga reference websites that we can look at. Andun yung website ni DMW. I-share na lang din natin yung link for our audience para makita nila. The website of DMW actually lists down the valid license agencies. Tsaka nakalagay pa nga doon kung hanggang kailan valid yung license ng agency. So I would suggest, tingnan nila doon, or if they can get the contact number as well, reach out to the agency themselves. Alam ko, nandun din yung email address ng agency.
Complete yung details nila doon.
Correct. And apart from that, sa work abroad then, as mentioned earlier, we take care of the safety of our employees, aspiring OFWs as well. Kaya we only transact with valid license agencies. So part of our requirements really is to vet the agencies. So essentially, pag nag-apply sila sa atin, we look at if they are valid license. So titingnan din natin yung DMW website. And then we also look at whether they have a valid job order. Valid job order, or if they have a manpower pooling certificate from the Department of Migrant Workers Office.
Right.
We're very strict when it comes to our valid license recruitment agencies na hindi sila basta-basta makakapag-post. So, we're confident na lahat ng vacancies posted on Work Abroad has been validated.
Correct. And to add to that, for example, may mga natatanggap silang mga emails from agencies, no? Yung mga aspiring OFWs natin. Kay Work Abroad, they can actually validate yung agency email na yun.
Tama.
So if you go to the website, it's nasa homepage natin, right beside the job search key, there's a validate agency email na they can type in the email tapos check kung under ba sila kay subscribe ba sila kay Work Abroad o hindi.
Tama. So, kanina kasi we mentioned na medyo, yung sa email din ng scammer, let's be very careful. So, as Mark mentioned, gamitin natin yung validate agency email tool ni Work Abroad. Just get that email address, kung saan nanggaling man yan, put it in the validate agency email tool and it should give you the list of the agency. Andun din yung, alam ko, nandun din yung link ng website ni DMW for double-checking din.
Oo. So at least may silang extra step or extra tool to use kung ito bang email na to ay galing sa legit na agency or not. Tapos, from there, they can actually do other cross-validations. Kagaya ng, okay, so wala, hindi nakita. So, baka naman pwede tayo pumunta kay DMW website.
Tama. So, kaya nang sabi natin kanina, due diligence, research about it, and then be very careful on the information that you share, the money that you give.
Correct.
Information that you share, yung mga humihingi ng passport, ng ID, these are your...
Even emails, ha?
Correct. So, these are personal information that you should really protect. Kasi sino ba naman magpo-protect sa sarili natin? Which is essentially ourselves then. So, let's just be very, very careful.
Saka as a community also want to protect each other. That's why we're also tackling this very important topic right now.
Gaya ng napag-usapan natin, medyo madami siya, but a few reminders for our audience or aspiring OFWs kasi. Correct, kababayans. Always verify the agencies with Work Abroad Validate agency email. It's a feature on our website, accessible for everyone. Or check the DMW license by checking on the website of DMW itself. Pangalawa, avoid dealing with recruiters who communicate only via social media. Or unofficial channels.
Yes.
Kasi it's hard to really justify or parang look at kung totoo ba talaga sila. Third, never ever send money or personal documents like your passport or driver's license through these platforms. And then lastly, when it comes to investments, always consult with the authorities.
Yes. All right. So, great advice overall. I think this episode of Kabayan Corner, marami silang matututunan dito. Once again, Work Abroad is here to help and really we're very dedicated to helping our kababayans be informed, lalo na sa pag-avoid ng mga scams. So, again, Angelo, thank you so much for joining us. And sa mga listeners natin, please follow Work Abroad in all our social media accounts and stay tuned to the next Kabayan Corner episode. Bye!
Bye!